Chris and Nick here again from SaratogaWine.com, and Nick's got a special treat for us from one of the legendary producers of Bordeaux.
This is a project called Domaine des Baron Arc, and this is produced in the Limoux region, so in the Languedoc, so southern France.
Yep.
It's actually closer to the border of Spain than it is to Bordeaux. Philippine Rothschild of Mouton Rothschild discovered this property back in 1998.
Oh, cool.
The history of the property actually goes back to the mid-1650s, as a vineyard property. So plenty of history there, originally planted by the ancient Romans way back in the day.
Okay, sure.
The Baroness discovered it in 1998. They took over the property, and they've really kind of just, put their time and love and effort into it.
And the money.
Yeah, that helps. And they've really revived the estate and created something that is supposedly very special. So this is new to us. We are actually going to pop these and try them for the first time with you. So let's get started. They make a white. This is typically 100% Chardonnay. In 2022, it's about 97% Chardonnay and 3% Chenin Blanc.
Nice.
So Languedoc-Roussillon, historically known for great value. It is pretty warm down in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, warm and sunny. Very good grape growing region.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So let's see what the Baroness has in store for us here, shall we? Love the color, nice and bright.
Almost Burgundian nose to me.
Yeah. I get a little bit of stone fruit. I got some kind of pears and apple coming through right off the nose.
Yep. I really get this must-see oak because I feel like I get the barrel spice off of that. Really well balanced.
Yeah.
It's not out of whack. It's not like the oak overpowers the fruit aromas. Super.
A little bit of baking spice. I'm getting some of that nuttiness coming through that you were talking about, like a white Burgundy.
Wow, that is pretty good. That's really on point.
It's lively and fresh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Almost kind of reminds me of an apple pie, but not quite baked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very fresh. Good minerality to it.
Good acidic lift
Yeah.
at the end. The finish goes on for minutes, it feels like.
I think it'd be great with food.
Yeah, definitely.
Shellfish, seafood for sure, would be great with this. Certainly some chicken dishes, But again, fresh. I mean, I think this would be fantastic in the summer.
Yeah.
Because it's not big and bold and round like a heavily oaked Chardonnay would be. This is very light on its feet.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Yeah,
It's
I like that a lot.
If you poured me this blind, I'm sure I would guess Burgundy.
Yeah, probably go there first,
It's got
right?
so many characteristics, so similar. For being from such a warm, sunny place, it's got impeccable balance and minerality and acidity.
Yeah. And to be quite honest with you, it sounds crazy, but that 3% Chenin Blanc really, I mean, you could play an argument for the Loire Valley.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That Chenin definitely adds a nice little component to it.
Yeah, this is lovely. So again, first time tasting these for us. I know they have some pretty great press, 94, 95 points on them.
Yep.
These are fantastic. And now we'll try the red. So the red is a Bordeaux blend historically. Okay. So they do Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and then they do some more Mediterranean grape varietals like Syrah. Also some Malbec and a little bit of Grenache in there sometimes as well. Yeah.
So all 5 Bordeaux grapes plus some Syrah and Grenache. Again,
let's dive in.
This smells great. A little tobacco note. It'll lots of red fruit, red raspberry, red cherry.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's Merlot heavy.
Yeah.
You really get that, like you said, the red fruit coming through, plums. Everybody laughs at me, but I always say, Merlot to me presents as kind of like a red apple skin.
Sure, yeah. I definitely get a tobacco note in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh tobacco. Smells great.
It's really well balanced.
It is.
I don't think there's any one thing that jumps out at you more than other.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You can really You're right. The well integrated everything, it feels like.
Yeah.
With all that fruit, you'd hope you'd have tannic structure
Right.
and acidity, and you do.
Yeah.
I'll say it like I always do. This is a complete wine. If anything's missing, it wouldn't be as nearly as good as it is.
Love the nose on it too. Yeah. It's really, it's jumping out at you, but everything is in balance. This is a really fun wine, and this is the latest vintage, 2022. So it's approachable already, which I think, nowadays especially is key. Like, not everybody wants to wait 10 years for their wine to age for it to be at the right moment to drink.
It seems like they nailed it. They picked it at the right time.
I was going to say they're making the right decisions.
This is another great wine.
Great nose, love it.
Yep.
Great pair of wines here, again from the Mouton Rothschild camp. This is Domaine de Baroness, and you can find it here on SaratogaWine.com, along with thousands of others. But check this property out if you haven't had a chance to yet. I think you're going to like it.
We do.
Cheers.
Enjoy.